Hey, Cedric. Thanks for passing through. John, Robbie, Goldsmith thing. Oh, Gold's my thing. I got you. Hey, Vaughn. Thanks for coming in. I finally take advantage of things here. I always do the coming through. I always start the video and then just kind of let it roll. Well, I'm getting ready because it lets people come in here. And you know what? The difference here, my following, my groups, depending on the day, I'm trying to figure out the best rubric and the best timing to do this. My highest traffic time is 3 a.m. Downside to that is that doesn't work for the household. So a lot of my videos post at that time now, and I try to broadcast during different times of the day. This is that time of the day where I actually go into my focus period on my computer while I do work stuff, and I actually just sit here and I'm boring for like 20 minutes. I do this to show people that it's important to take time out of your day every day for yourself, regardless of the duration of time, but you do need to take a period of time throughout the day, every single day for yourself. Whatever it is, just for you. We focus 100% of our attention on other people all day long. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? Thanks for coming in here. Vaughn I'm so happy that you're here as well. A couple of new friends in here visiting today, and I'm very appreciative of it. And you know what? Had I not stopped in during the day, I never would have seen any of these people or met these people. So the nice thing is like the families change on the families change on TikTok. There's like a rotation, and I keep out of the drama. I'm just here to help. I don't want to get involved in that stuff. Hey, Cap, how you doing, Fire Captain? Man, all the people that are coming out today, giving me the feels, making me happy. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just a sec. I know it's not an art talk right now, but I'm putting the apron on. Just kind of getting in the mode. I'm focusing 20 minutes of duration right now to this. I'll shut it down. Working on marketing. Working on marketing the Gumball Head thing more. Pushing that more. And this is kind of a sales type deal, but I'm not selling anything. It's just kind of driving that motivation. What motivates me on a daily basis motivates other people in different ways. And what motivates you may or may not have influence on my life. But that's the beauty of the dynamic of the human nature is what you get excited about, I don't. And what I get excited about, you don't. And the cool thing about that is that's okay. Some people, oh, hey, by the way, can I get a sound check? Are we good? I got a fan going in the background. If it's too much noise, I'll shut it off. It's actually kind of chilly here today. I've got a heater blowing on my feet. But, see here. Anyway, perfect. All right. Well, because I wear these earpieces, first of all, I've recently become, like, no kidding, deaf in my left ear. And these headphones, they're silly. They're the Samsung version of the iPod or the AirPod, but these have ambient sound, so I can hear everything around me. There's some really cool things about that, and I'm not marketing for Samsung. This is not a pitch. This is not I'm not a brand ambassador for them at all. I just enjoy their product. I can wear these on my motorcycle safely. I can have music on safely at a level to where I can still hear my pipes, and I can hear the cars around me. I do not, thank you for the gift. I do not encourage people to wear headphones on motorcycle, typically, okay? These are good for video games, these are good for talking on the phone, these are good for listening to music. These are not good for motorcycles. These are okay. Like I say, use extreme caution if you're a brand new rider. Don't do anything that's going to distract you at all. It actually personally been looking into heads-up display for my flip-down visor on my motorcycle, so I don't have to have my phone visible at all. It mounts to my handlebars. I have a armrest, or not an armrest, but I have a controller that mounts to my arm, and I'm just, cut it out, you stinker. But, and the best thing about this is, I know I disappear behind the curtain every once in a while. It sounds like we just hit our goal, so thank you so much for that, Vaughn. But no, look, you're amazing. Risky Business. All right. How you doing? Thank you. They are scary. Now, I've been riding, I can't say my entire life, but I got on a moped when I was like 12 and crashed into the side of a camper. And I was just like, whoa, that was awesome. And me being a thrill seeker, I've always chased the dream of some sort or another. But yeah, in any case, my wife purchased this for me for Father's Day last year because the kids want to make sure that I'm safe when I'm riding. So, it's just Velcro. And, again, not some of you folks there know, and some of the people that I purchased stuff from, like my earrings, these are, I won't say who they are because I haven't gotten a response back from them, but I promote products on here. I'm not ashamed, because here's what's really cool about that, and I'm not trying to get sidetracked. I'll just go ahead and say this. These are chubby buttons. They go on your arm. You pull them tight. Okay? You can control Bluetooth. You can hold long press on that. It takes a picture. If you're riding, it's great. Riding, someone's being a dick in front of you. You just tap that button real quick. It starts your forward camera. The way that my mount is that it embraces my phone like this, and it charges it. I just hit that button. It starts recording the stuff in front of me. I don't have to mess around with my gloves, taking my gloves off, so my hands are always covered. I'm very, very encouraging in safety in all aspects of life, because if you're not safe, something's going to happen, and I won't get to talk to you tomorrow, and that's important to me. So, the brand ambassadorship that I was talking about, Demons Behind Me, I love them. I promote their products all the time. They've stood behind me this entire time. This is not a pitch for them. This is just me speaking from the heart and explaining why I talked about brand ambassadorship. And like I said, I was very transparent. I told everybody I am going to be doing sales pitches in this one here. I'm not asking you guys to give me money. I'm explaining to you why I do what I do. And sometimes when you're in my videos, people that are on the outside trying to figure things out, how to drive your business and stuff like that. I make money from vendors by promoting their products. As you see behind me, this is a QR code. This QR code is for me. This QR code sends you to my link tree, and it shows you everything on there. Yes, I know it doesn't fit into the picture. The idea is to not have you try to get off my live so that you can take a picture of what's behind me. You understand? So that's marketing concepts. So people that are trying to drive their TikTok, this is information that's going to be beneficial to them. And here's the thing. I try these techniques while I'm on here, and if it doesn't work, I try something else. That's what I'm doing. And I don't pay anybody, and nobody pays me. It's just ideas to make the world go round. Because in my opinion, knowledge, regardless of what form it is beneficial to one another. I can look this stuff up on the internet, and I could sit here and troll all day long on how to make sure that I can complete these tasks one in itself. But you know what? What they tell me on the internet's not good enough for me. It doesn't work for me because I didn't create the solution to the problem. When I talk about that, I'm also talking about things such as recovery. Now, here is where the big pitch comes. Excuse me. As you all know, launching a life coaching business is not easy. I've been working on Gumball Head for 7 years, working tirelessly, relentlessly. I've gotten negative feedback, positive feedback. I've gotten pushback. I've had people tell me, you are not a life coach. You have no business telling people what to do. Actually, when people say shit like that to me, it gives me all the more reason, because guess what? If you've ever taken advice from me but seen how I live my life, there's a reason you get the advice from me, because I've already fucked up and I'm telling people what not to do. But here's the crazy thing. Here's what bothers me about education. $116,000 later, I can tell people legally, medically, and licensed what they should and shouldn't do with their life. Why did I have to spend all of that money to give advice? Well, the truth is I didn't. Because I had to live that life to learn that information in order to give that back to the people out there. So, that stealth marketing technique coming in with, look at this, AD, okay, that's attitude defined. This is a girl I met at a flea market. And I'll be transparent here. Here's the reason, and if she's watching right now, I hope that you hear this. Here's the reason I approached you. You had 3 tables out with product on them and a logo on the wall with your name on it. You were in the back on your phone, sitting there looking at your phone when I came into your booth. The thing about that was there was 2 things. I saw an independent woman attempting to start a business from nothing or from minimal with a bunch of product. When she gave me the pricing, I was blown away. I was like, I'll buy one of each. But I had to ask her what this brand is about. Now, she told me the brand, she told me what it was about, she told me the idea, she told me all of it. But the downside is when I got there, she was looking at liquidation. Maybe? I don't know, but the price is too good to be true. I'm not joking, guys. Go to her website, and it's on Facebook. Check it out. Attitude Defined Clothing and Apparel. Okay? Yes, I'm promoting her business. She doesn't pay me. I have not gotten a discount on any of the products. I paid full retail price for this hat because she was in a situation where she was cash only. I get it. I understand how that works. The downside of that is not everybody carries cash anymore. That culture is gone. Because technology has changed that for us. I have 7 minutes left. You guys see me glancing up? I'm paying attention to that timer. Because you guys get 20 minutes of my time, and then I have to put another duration of time into my future. My driving of the business on the internet and pushing other things and completing other tasks so that I can spend the remainder of the day focusing on what else is important to me, and that's my family. Okay? But anyways, so this young lady was back there, and she was not driving her business. I have no interest in this business. I didn't approach her because I found her attractive or because I thought that, she had lint on her pant leg or anything like that. I approached her because I saw an opportunity for someone to drive their own business. I started in the business. My wife hates it because I say this all the time. I started in the business 8 years old. I've been working ever since. There's no bullshit in that. I've been on the hustle since I was 8 years old. I've been self-made. I've been self-employed. I've been self-disappointed. I've been self-depreciated. But I've also taken all that shit back and made myself true to who I am. And who am I true to? Myself. Now, am I 100% successful in everything that I do? No, otherwise I wouldn't be on a social media platform begging for followers, right? There's 2 types of people on social media, those that are here to make money and those that are here to make friends. Who says you can't do both, right? Because I market to the people that need services. I market to the people that are not up in the boxes talking about their experiences. The reason why I don't market to people like that is because there's no reason for me to market to people like that because they're marketing themselves. They are selling their story. They are telling their story. And when I say, hey, thanks for being in the box, I had this situation yesterday with a new friend of mine. They thanked us for being in their box, myself and another person. I'm going to give a shout out to Styles because I've been following Styles since I started with TikTok. And happy that you finally followed me back, shithead. But much love. And you know what? That's part of filling up that cup that you talk about. Filling up my own personal cup. It's because I'm surrounding myself with like-minded people to figure out those things that I'm not making mistakes on anymore. Okay? So in order for my advice to be relevant, I need to rely on that information and that conversation and that feedback from the people that I talk to on TikTok or in Zoom meetings or in conferences or in continuing education meetings or in our personal life with Teamwork KZoo. Because I'm not in that lifestyle anymore. I met with a friend last night for coffee. Haven't talked to this person in a couple of weeks. I mean, we exchanged messages and stuff like that. But I haven't actually sat down and talked with this guy in a while. when you sit down with someone and you talk to them face to face, it's amazing how much more you can open up and how much more you can speak into the world. The people that come on here and they pour their heart out, that's fantastic, that's wonderful. You are reaching a huge audience. But what is that audience affording you aside from information here and support? Okay? It's important to have that face-to-face and person-to-person interaction. You're never going to 100% live in a society that is 100% sold on the internet. You see, you go to China, better yet, go to Japan for a visit. Just stop in and say, hey, how's it going? You know, maybe next Tuesday. But they have vending machines there that sell video games. But they also have vending machines there that sell drugs and alcohol. Don't believe me? Visit there. You don't see kids running up to those machines and buying drugs and alcohol. Because drugs and alcohol are not a culture in that country. We're so, wow, I hit 2,000 likes in less than 20 minutes. That's insane. Thank you, followers, by the way. But that's how the huge culture difference is here. We have tattoos, okay? We have piercings. Because this is culture here. I have a mohawk. I have a mohawk that I absolutely love. I've always loved my mohawk. But society says, hey, Gumball, you can't wear that mohawk because people think it's fucking weird. But Martin Short did it in the fucking 80s as Ed Grimley. He was hilarious as shit. He did it with a horn in the front, right? But it doesn't matter. Because we all give into that societal demand, and we all give into that. And here's the problem. A lot of our depression is environmental. A lot of our anxiety is environmental. PTSD, that's not environmental. That is an actual specific situation that happens to somebody that causes a long-term influence in their life and changes the way they look at life and changes the way they look at everything until we reprogram that brain. I say all the time, and it might be bad advice, but I've never been challenged otherwise. And trust me, people, I have a background in psychology, organic psychology, brain chemistry, coolest thing in the fucking world to me. I should have been some sort of psychologist, but guess what? I don't want to do that because I enjoy this in my spare time. I enjoy figuring things out on my own. I have a motto that's a punk motto. It's build, destroy, rebuild. We do that every single day of our lives. We build ourselves up to love ourselves and set ourselves up for failure when we don't realize it. And then when we fail, we dwell on that. I say this a lot, guys. Yesterday is heavy. Put it down. There are some things we cannot avoid dwelling on. There are some things that we cannot avoid. Thank you guys, by the way, for following and contributing. I apologize. I just come in here, I get passionate, and I don't follow those. I don't follow the chat as closely as I should. But these likes are still coming through. But what I'm saying is we focus on all of those things in our lives that bring us down, things that we can't do anything about. If you fucked up yesterday, acknowledge it and move on. Okay? I've ruined relationships in the past. I say this too because it's real life. I've ruined relationships with my friends. I've ruined relationships with my families. I've done it recently. I've hindered, not ruined, but I've hindered. I've definitely put a on things. And I regret it, but I learned from it and I moved on. And speaking of regretting it and learning from it and moving on, we're at my 20-minute mark. So this is all we get right now from Gumball Head. I do thank those that came in here and joined. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the gifts. Thank you guys for helping me hit my goal. And those that are new to the Gumball Head thing, those goals up there are not imperative to me. What's imperative to me are those likes, because those get me on the For You page. Those build my audience. Those build my following. Like I said, guys, I'm not soliciting to the people that go up in the boxes and talk about their life story. You know your life story the best that you possibly have, and that's what makes us connected, is those people that have the cojones to jump up in those boxes and talk about the bad shit that happened in their past. Because that gives me an opportunity to study ways to counteract that. especially meeting new friends. I'm not going to use that. You're not my petri dish. You're not my specimens. You guys are my community. You guys are my family. You guys are the people that I identify the most with. The one thing that I can give you back, being a stranger to this community, is something to think about. I would say advice, but not everything that I give is the best. It's just experience. So, take my words of experiences as you will, and understand that the more I learn, the more I understand my curiosities and my obscurities, the more that I can help you understand the intelligence that you need to beat this nasty fucking addiction in your life, regardless of what it is, drugs or alcohol or gambling or anything like that. Thank you, Jess. It's so crazy being compassionate about things, and I suppressed all of this for so long. But now that I'm talking about it, you can't take this away from me. I talk about Gumball loosely in interviews and conversations with strangers. But when I'm here, I'm transparent. I talk from the heart. I talk from experience. And if the employers that I am potentially working for or currently working for are not interested in an employee like me, then you're missing out. Because I can connect with those people that your HR department can't. I can connect with those people that your management can't. I can connect with those people that your people can't. Just by the looks. I'm trusted by 2,000 people. Here and on Facebook, that following's growing too. And I'm thankful to the TikTok community for that as well. Because over there, the broadcasts are way different than the broadcasts here. Those are focused. Here, it's just whatever comes to mind. I don't know what just happened. Jess, you're a maniac. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for coming through. The stealth marketing aside, this conversations aside, I do promote Demons Behind Me. I sent out a message last night to the vendor that I get my body jewelry from, and I said, hey, I just want permission from you to promote your products on my broadcast. Otherwise, I'm not giving you the night or day. I didn't ask for anything in return. I just want to talk about it because people ask me. They see these. They see the weird colors that I get. They see the ovals. They see the glass. Oh my gosh. People go nuts over it when I wear my glass jewelry in these broadcasts. I'm not slutting myself out for that either. I'm just saying, if you want me to say give you a shout out, I will. I just want to know that if this ever produces anything for me, you have my back too. Because much like the community that I built, the community that I've become a part of, and the community that we will continue to grow, supporting one another, and loving one another, and appreciating one another, and forgetting about all the bad shit that's already happened to us. Take that stuff and use it as tools to better yourself in the future. And if you stumble, get back up and decide what tool is broken and fix it. The proverbial toolbox that the A's talk about. The long drives that I sometimes talk about from point A to point B. If you break down halfway there, you don't go back to point A, you fix it and go on, right? That's the best advice I have ever gotten in my recovery. My wife will tell you sometimes I get really passionate about an answer or response to something, and I will say to her, I'm not mad, I'm just excited and I don't know how to express myself. I did it the other day. Parenting will wear on your brain. Especially if you have work woes or you have family woes outside of new parenting, child parenting, kid parenting, solo parenting. I've been working really hard to make sure that my wife doesn't feel like a solo parent lately. But regardless, my time is way overdrawn. We could talk about this more later. If you guys have topics that you want to hear, you want me to just jabber about, let me know. We'll get together. If you guys ever want to come up in the box, come on up. I would love to have you in the box. The newer to recovery or the newer to your journey, it doesn't have to be recovery, guys. I want to know about you. I want to know who you are. John, do you want to come up in the box when I come back? I'll be back later this afternoon. I have to get off now. I set a timer. I'm being mindful. But I want people in the box. I want people to talk. I want people to see that I do actually communicate with people. I'm not just talking to a dead screen all the time. I join other people's lives and I hang out and I chat and then I bounce out. If I make a difference in your life, tell somebody. This guy has made a difference in my life. I do love feedback, positive or negative. If you give me negative feedback, I'm going to work on that and be better. If you give me positive feedback, I'm going to put that in my toolbox and say that's good. Or I'm going to make that even better. If we don't have that communication back and forth, if we don't have that circulation of things, and hey, I see that you just joined in, wife. I just told everybody. I set my timer for 20 minutes. This will go up on the Facebook page. You can watch the whole thing again. I set my timer for 20 minutes. I'm inside that box. It's time for me to get off. I just popped in, and I'm sure that you heard me enthusiastically hollering about something inside the house. But you saw my focus timer. I told you I was using it on my computer nowadays so that I can focus. This was my duration of time to kind of just to purge. So, I got it. It's done. I'm going to let it save, and then I'll copy it over to the Facebook page and the YouTube page. Guys, follow me there. Hello, Rachel. How you doing, girl? How you doing? It's okay. I just popped on because I wanted to talk about something, and I got it out, and it was great. And I was just talking about these last few weeks and how like my mind has changed on a lot of things, and my approach to things has changed on a lot of things. And it's partially because now I have to deal with what my brain is doing unmedicated for the time being until I receive my insurance back. So, yay! Congratulations. One step better to getting better and doing your thing, right? I'm so proud of you for that. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. Will you get ready for work, Rachel? Well, you know what? You work for a good company. Enjoy it. That's all I got. Take advantage of everything that you can while you're there. Enjoy it while you got. I'm glad you got to where you did for when you did. Anyways, guys, stay strong, stay focused, stay sober, stay tuned. I'm always on here doing something silly. My time's up. I got to get out of here. And much love. I'll see you guys soon. 30 minutes, lunch will be ready. I'll be done filling out my itinerary for my flight next week. The schedule is up for Gurcon, GRRCON.com, I believe. If not, you can go into the links in the link tree that's up there in my profile. Check it out. September 28th, 11 a.m. I'm on the Peppermint track at Gurcon. I will be talking about can you get high from hacking. I will loosely speak of those things while I'm here, but if you guys want to know the meat and the potatoes of it, you got to buy a ticket to Gurcon and you got to go. Otherwise, it will be available on my OnlyFans page, post-production, for purchase. Yes, I said purchase because this is a seminar, and it is going to reimburse myself towards my admission for next year's Gurcon conference in the event that I don't get invited back as a speaker. So, yes, it's going to be an awesome experience for you. Rachel, I'm so happy for you. Vaughn, my new friend, I love you. Keep going. Styles, another shout out for you. Cup Up, you're my homie. I'm so glad that we're finally on it together. We need to get together and change some lives soon. Demons Behind Me, thanks for the support the entire time. Attitude Defined, guys, check her out. Let's make a difference in her life too. Okay, I'm working on making a difference in her life. Let's help her out. Okay, go there. No kickbacks. I get nothing from that. It's just one person trying to strive and do a small business. Yes, I know apparel companies out there are abundant and they're available, and everybody's trying to do one right now. And I would not push a company if I didn't support their mission. Demons Behind Me, I support their mission 100%, and they support me 100% in everything that I do. Attitude Defined, same thing. Okay, soon maybe you'll have this too. You'll know who they are. Okay, and all this other stuff. Okay, all right, I'm leaving. I'm done. Love you guys. We'll see you soon.